Guys, it's our nth video on evil people. But before that, I would like to show you how it rains here in the Philippines. You see, it just rained very, very little, just for maybe 30 minutes. And you see the road is already like that. Can you see it? There. It's already flooded. The canals are clogged. You see? There. Can you see it? I hope you can see it, guys. So there. Okay. So there. That is how the highways or the roads get here in the Philippines becomes when it rains. That is how the roads or the highways here in the Philippines or streets becomes or become when it rains. Okay, just a little rain and all of those waters will flow on the streets. There are not much drainage, not much sewage system. Well, some would even say that it's the effect of some would even say, what do you expect? It's a poor country. But I guess it's not an excuse. So that's an example of what evil people do. They are corrupt. And yes, they're very proud of it. People are so corruption, yes. For example, that's one example of corruption of evil, okay? People here are so proud, they do things, they have big projects like those highways. Evil people are so proud doing those things, even if they know that it's substandard or have less quality or not up to not at par with not at par with the rest of the developed world. So they know that they're wasting the money of the government, and when they're caught, they would blame everyone else. So you see, here in the Philippines, corruption is rampant. So because you see, almost all poor countries, you can see that corruption is rampant. But even wealthy countries like the U.S. and so on have corruptions, right? But I guess those countries, well, I just don't know about the news there, but I guess corruption is more rampant in poorer countries, okay? There. And then another example of this corruption is that um, like now, people really don't learn from history. The Philippines is in battle again with another corruption case from the health from the PhilHealth, Philippine Health. I guess it's a private company of the Philippines, privatized, but I guess that should be owned by the government. But it is servicing the health insurance of majority of people and scrutiny now, and they say that it is corrupting COVID-19 money. So there, people don't learn. Even if we are in pandemic, evil people are evil. They won't really change, okay? They will still corrupt, they will still kill, they will still manipulate people, and they will still hurt other people, okay? Then the next characteristic of evil people is that they are they play victims, and they think they're the righteous ones. Okay? For example, this group of people would tell me I don't have self-respect, okay, or yeah, behind me, they're saying to me that I don't have self-respect, maybe because I'm sexual, or you know, let's face it, I have one night stands with guys because I am here in the Philippines, and the culture in the Philippines, trans women, even if we are already, you know, if we have already vaginas, gays or trans women or cross dressers are not taken seriously, unlike in other countries. Okay, so you don't have a choice, even if you want to have a steady partner, you don't have a choice, but you get entangled with one night stands because maybe you are I'm just looking for a stable relationship, but I cannot find one. And this sick men, they call themselves brotherhood of, maybe the brotherhood of confused men. Anywhere I go in the world, they think they play the gods. They said to me, anywhere you go, we will follow you and do what we want to you. So, just for example, when I went to Australia, I was just like their sex slave. They don't want me to have. They don't want me to have a stable partner. I don't know why. Okay. And here in the Philippines, they are making excuses so I can have sex to any man. Okay. So, but I know I'm capable of having a stable relationship. Now, going back to that self-respect phrase, these women or this group of people, men and women, say that I don't have self-respect. Maybe they are basing that on my having one night stands with men, different men, and not having a stable relationship. But hey, people who are saying that, look at them. Those women who are saying that are the ones feeding their men, dressing their men, giving money to their men, giving cars to their men, giving apartments to their men, houses to their men, it bring what do you call that? Supporting their men to school or supporting their men in business. They give everything, monetary, financial, and even of course sexual. They give everything to their men, and yet they tell me that I don't have self-respect. Of course, I can have a partner if I want. If that is the only basis, I can get a man, feed the guy, especially an impoverished man or a man who cannot stand on his own. I will dress him and he will look so good. Why not? But that is not my standard of love. I want a give and take. I want to feel better. And I don't want to be as miserable as those men and women who use their money and their power just to feel love or have love. Okay, just look at these women. They get a man, they dress them up, they bring them to school. I mean to say, they support them financially so they could go to school, so they could have a job or have a business, just everything. They give everything to them. So, and yet I cannot see that their men love them that much. They their men even don't respect them, and they can have affairs with other men. And the partner of these men and these women, they even can tolerate their men to have other partners or third party. So what kind of life is that? So who do you think have the self-respect, me or them? Me, I don't want to tolerate that. I can wait. I can wait for a guy who can reciprocate love, who knows give and take, or those women or men who gives everything to their to their partner without being without, uh, in my opinion, without true love. Okay? So, do you consider that love? Do you consider that self respect? Isn't that very degrading to a person who keeps on giving everything to the partner, but they are not, you are not being reciprocated, your love is not being returned to you? You see, if you are with children who are not, who are really nice, who are nice, or just children, or even maybe a stranger, a child who is a stranger, you give them candy or you show them kindness, you will see that they will bring back to you kindness. And that's reciprocity. But these people don't know that because they want to use their power to get the men they want, their money, their name, just to get what they want. Yes, these women are so arrogant, and even these men, that they are like this. They are high, they're superior, because, and they think they they were loved when in fact what they were using is their money, either money or their gibberish talking, or they sold themselves. They sell they sell themselves too much. They talk so highly of themselves that these men get to believe them. But when they stayed together, nightmare came in, and they realized both of them are bullshits. So yes, those words, you know, I think bullshit is not a bad word. Bullshit just means, uh, both of them are just playing each other, okay? Are in bad light, okay? There, and then, and yes, often these men or these women who would give everything to their men and who keeps on saying that I don't have self-respect are often the ones who goes out there and cry. Oh, I'm giving everything, and yet I clean the houses, I support the children, I bring them to school. I am the one who's making the livelihood, and yet my husband is not supportive of me. Come on. That is not self respect. You should have gone a lot years and years and years ago. And yes, these women are even battered women, but then they look at me so low, okay? As if I am not a human being. So there. Don't believe on people who play like a victim, and then you can see that they even cry. Usually their tears are so shallow. It's like crocodile tears. Just one side of the one one eye. Usually just one eye, or just one side. And you can just feel it if you are a normal person. But what can we do? I guess majority of people now cannot feel reality. They believe in these kinds of people. There are so many. They are all around, and they really can sell themselves and can make dramas, and people believe them, and they can even, and these people who are good at dramas or playing victims or overly righteous, they can even sell you lots or houses or things that, for example, these people can sell you lots, house or lot, let's say house and lots, okay? These people can sell you that even if they have sold it to other people, okay? Because initially, you will think that you won't question what they're doing to you because they're so friendly, they are so nice, or they kept crying to you, even if you just met. Maybe you just met for a month or two or a year, and then they're so close to you right away. Then their true intentions would come out. They would sell you things like house and lot, maybe, which is already sold to three people, or which doesn't have clean papers. So you watch out, or a car that's already sold or was stolen. Okay? So there, that's reality, and it's rampant here. In the Philippines, relatives sell their lots to their relatives, which is already sold to another, or their houses, which is already sold to another, a friend selling it to another, okay, or a husband selling it to, you know. So that's another example, and I hope you understood it because it is spontaneous. I didn't write it because I am here in a place where, people want to disturb me because they don't want me to talk. Okay? So there, I hope you'll take care of yourselves and watch my other videos. You can see these things because I'm in a tire shop and I sell uh, other things related to cars, but not definitely not an auto shop. Okay? So there, see you.